Oh yeah. I be forgetting that this year, yeah, we in here early. This is gonna be a good one. Just waiting for Ferns real quick. Yes, sir. He in here like swimwear. Shout out Hector. You know, we was chopping it up earlier. We got something great on the way. That's a fact. What's up, everybody? We about to get break. Yo, pull up, Ferns. What you doing? You want Aries Antics right now? There we go.
I changed my profile picture. My hair got longer. Ooh. Oh, look at this man. Oh my
I'm trying to
God.
be a fan for a moment, bro. Can I have a fan moment, bro?
Yo, this man here pulled out the lion mane.
Oh, wait.
Pulled out the lion man. That's the best. Yo, like I said, I love when you do that, Brody.
Thank you.
Let me see.
What's going on, though? What up, family?
Man. Yo.
What y'all on, man?
Everybody watching the news. Ooh.
Nah, the news is a dub for right now.
That's a
This is
super
this is the
dub.
real this is the real news,
That's a
not the
fact.
fake news.
Fake news, fake news, fake news. Let me see. Alert some people.
Hey, Joe, what up?
Let me see. Um,
I know you see that vibrant tension on my skin, Adria. I always got that on me.
Always got that on you.
My hands started getting a little ashy too, so
And it's cold too, so it's definitely can't be walking out the
what
crib
up,
ashy.
Fal? What's going on? Fall? What
Can't be
we
walking
doing,
out the
man?
crib ashy, man. It's getting cold. Ain't no moisture in
Damn.
there.
Charles Universe pulled up. Shit.
You know what I mean? We in that mode. That's a
Yeah.
fact. Repping the set too. They said, "What flag is that?" That's jokes. That is jokes. All right,
Oh
so
my God. Is that broadcast cat? Oh my God.
yeah, nah, she's super in the lab too. She in the field right now, man,
That's
in the trenches.
broadcast K. Hell no, bro.
In the trenches right now. She
It's
playing the
lit.
pasta right now. Yo, why don't you play with us, bro? That'd be hilarious.
What, Among Us?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, because like I'm not really good at IQ shit. Like I'm actually like I'm smart, but I'm dumb. You feel me? I'm not
Nah,
I'm
I
not trying
feel
to get
that. I feel
exposed.
that. I feel that. Because at first I had to figure out like the methods. Once I learned the methods, it was game over. I won like 4 games yesterday. I was hyped. And then especially when you play with people you know, because you know when they lying. So it's mad funny.
See,
It's
y'all gonna know then, bro. See, it makes no sense.
nah, but it depends because some people will vouch for you. It's really how you got to maneuver.
Facts. All
You'll
right.
be fine, bro. But yeah,
All right.
let's get it started. We got 12 in here. Feel me? We probably gonna get around 15, 18. That's lit. If you're
Forget
good
that
at line,
line.
you could play. Cap. I ain't gonna say if you're good at lying if you're creative. We're not gonna say that. I am not a good liar. I am creative. We are all creative individuals. But yeah. Um, the first topic is the constant need to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think people doing that?
Well, it's honestly like we were talking about last live. Is just the lack of individuality. Is just when you're not really content or you're not really aware of what you are and who you are, you're gonna attract people that feel the same way. But I think more or less people need a distraction. People need a distraction from what's really going on.
So it's a downgrade from prop. Now it's just distraction.
Yeah, and it's like I think a lot of the reason why people constantly want to get in them is because of guilt, because they saw how a previous thing didn't work for them. So every time they jump into a new thing, they want to compensate for the guilt or the way that they messed up the previous time.
Ooh.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it's like, oh, this keeps happening to me. That means I'm doing something wrong. So if I get into something else, now I have the opportunity to prove myself wrong. Then maybe it's not me. So the guilt is what really fuels people, but I don't think they really understand that.
Yo, that is so narcissistic though.
It is,
That you're
but
playing with someone else's emotions to prove something to yourself. That's OD.
yes, yes,
And it has nothing to do with the actual person. Like, I mean, I guess because I'm competitive, so I mean, I would have some type of that, but it would be like I'm proving to myself that I could be loving. I'm proving to myself that I can be even more supportive than the last relationship. Like, it's more of the good things for the person, not
right.
necessarily for myself. Never heard that perspective. And you know what's funny? And in that perspective, I can see the people who are like that. I could definitely see them having that type of thought process
Right.
and just passing it off as I don't even know.
So
You know,
like
that's go ahead.
there's layers to it, right? So some people will be, loneliness. Some people don't have access, so they want to jump into relationships to feel love. But I think like there's always a root issue, right? So
Yeah.
if you're doing something repetitively, it's a root issue. So like I feel like guilt is probably one of the most overpowering in relationships.
And you know what's funny? I was talking earlier because I had a podcast. We were talking about black boys' mental health. We was talking with a teacher, and oh Hector, he's in here. And I was saying that people, they ignore the root, which is the why, right? There's three things in a situation, right? The how, the why, and the what. So many people get caught up on the what, not understanding that the what is last. The what comes out of the how and the why,
Right.
right? So you'll have people who keep doing, which is the what, have no intention, which is the why, and then have no figure out any type of way to actually get to what they to where they want to go, which is the
Right.
how. You follow what I'm saying? So I think just in society in general, they think about it backwards. And I think if people went why first, intention, how, figure out, the how, and then
Right.
not being attached to the what, I think a lot of things will a lot of people wouldn't go into relationships at all, right? Because like we said before, it'd be rooted in purpose. Because if you're just trying to figure and if the why is selfish, you follow what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if the why is selfish, then the relationship is already gonna crash and burn type. So it's like, what are
Well,
you really?
there's people out here that believe that they owe it to themselves to be selfish, though.
Oh no, no, you gotta keep going. You can't just no. Because I'm glad you brought that up, but you're gonna have to expand on that one.
I don't know. Some people just think that the way they justify their behavior is that this is this is my life. I get to do I get to be selfish because of what I endured. So I get the opportunity. Right? It's the entitlement.
Yeah.
Right? The entitlement says, "Oh, I should do this for myself."
You know what's funny too? That they even deflected with that, right? Because they said, I seen a tweet. Of course, my world revolves around me. It's my life. But first of all, let's time out. Time out on the play. That's not the saying, right? The world doesn't revolve around you, right? So what they
Right.
did was they switched to my world, which is cap, because they still think the world does, and then try to justify their bullshit, which is accountability. It's like, no, the rotation of the earth is like you're not responsible for the rotation of the earth, right? And it's so funny too because they'll have this mindset and then never figure out that you're attracting more people that think like you do, right? So now it's like, oh my God, everyone's so selfish or blah blah blah, and it's just like, yeah, Katie, you deserve exactly what you have, right? You feel what I'm saying? And it's like people say, I deserve this, I deserve that, and it's like, how? Everything I deserve, I have. I don't like anything I don't deserve. Whatever it is that I want, I'm going to get right now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like the whole them still trying to say, well, because I'm alive, I deserve the best things and with utmost respect and all this other stuff. And it's like, but you don't give that
Right.
type. So it's just like it's the accountability is just terrible.
Just
Like,
thrown
and
off. There is none
just
almost.
none, zero.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm alive, so you guys have to do everything around me, and I don't have to feel any way about it. But I'm not a narcissist either.
But then
What?
those same people are the same ones that complain about how their relationships never work, or why they're in such, or why it continues to repeat, or why it's repetitive.
Oh, the topic is the why people have the constant need to be in relationships, and just expanding on those topics. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry. What was you saying?
I forgot, bro.
We
We freestyling, bro.
freestyling.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, so back to people just being selfish. Like being selfish became a trend. Like, oh, I don't owe anyone. Yeah, why me, right? I don't owe anyone anything. Uh, uh, what is it? Uh, let's just go there because I hate that saying. I don't owe anyone anything. I don't owe anybody explanation. I don't have to explain myself. I'm like, well, if you care about somebody, you're gonna explain yourself at least once, right? Because like we said, if love is understanding, so are you going around just proving to yourself that you can do a whole bunch of stupid things and just saying you don't have to be accountable for it? Like we all know that that's not what's preferred, or that's
Right.
not that's not something to be proud of or wear as a badge of honor. Like, and a lot of people use it as a deflection. I don't have to explain myself. Is it you don't have to, you don't know how? Is it
Right.
you have no intent on what you're doing right now, and then you're just having to blanket statement, I don't have to explain myself, I don't owe you anything. And it's like me personally, it's like I don't owe anyone anything, but I just give freely. You feel what I'm saying? I was talking to someone about how they're they're kind of always rocking a hard place because they give so freely and they're around people where they have to like register it. I'm like, those are not the good people. Because those people are the leeches, right? If you have to regulate how freely you're giving because you don't feel like it's reciprocated, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Off rip. I don't feel any of that. Like I don't feel any of that way with any of you guys. Like I'm
Yeah.
giving. I'm just like, bro, I don't even care. Like here, like I
Well,
don't
how
even.
how ironic is it that there's people that are willing to give and give, but are around people that only want to take.
Right. And then that's another lesson for I told that person, I was like, yeah, so the next stage is you understanding how to put your filters up. Like not filters, but like you're being more accountable for
Right.
yourself, right? It's the other side of accountability too. It's like at the end of the day, you can't just keep saying, well, there's always leeches around me. There's plenty of people who's not leeches. So now you have to have self-respect to dub those people, or and maybe not dub, but keep them
Right.
at a distance, and then now go expand on the other people, right? I was talking to somebody, he's not in here, he's probably gonna pull up later. He was like, yo, like, I know I'm talking too much to you because I can't talk to anybody around me because they could think I'm crazy. I said, nah, I mean, you're not talking too much to me. Me, I could talk all day. So it's like, you're not talking too much to me. I just want you to understand that you should get away from those people or keep at a distance and now expand, right? So instead of you keeping it to yourself, maybe put it out there, right? Like the official, and see who decides to interact with you, because that could be your friend, right?
Right.
All of a lot of the new people that we work with or support us is because we put our crazy ideas out there and they resonated with it. There's a
Right.
few people in this live I've never met in person, but they own this live every time because they understand that what we're saying is not crazy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's helpful. It's just maybe not status quo, but at the end of the day, in a society of a bunch of fakeness and pretending and facades, the status quo is not necessarily a great thing.
Right.
It's not a good thing at all. So to us, where we grew up, super close-minded, they've been with each other for 85% of their lives, so they don't know any other opinions other than theirs and their family. So when we come out here with a different perspective from other places that we've been or encountered, now it's like, oh, they're crazy or some blah blah blah, right? And it's like, no, that's not the case at all. It's just different, right? So I had said earlier, I was like, being called crazy, and I told him that being called crazy is not necessarily a bad thing. Most of the times, it's actually something that you should be encouraged by. I was like, damn, okay, cool, I'm crazy, so I'm not like the rest of y'all, right? Because I look at being called crazy as bot repellent. It's like, I'm crazy, cool, bot be gone. You feel what I'm saying? That's so weird. Everything's weird and crazy. Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? And weird how? You feel me? And that goes back to relationships. It's like so many people is trying to get the status quo of a relationship and not understanding that it's not going to work because it's not real, right? Like what we said a couple lives ago is like, who wrote the book on relationships? Let me get it so I can wipe my ass with it. You feel what I'm saying? Because whatever it is, throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Would you say that person is still living the persona? That's why they're attracting leeches?
That's
That's a
that could.
great question.
Yeah.
Hold up. That's a
That's.
great question.
I think unconsciously we do that. I don't think it's
Oh,
like. I don't
dude,
think
melted
all the
my brain
time.
just
I don't
now.
think all the time it's deliberate or on purpose.
It's probably no. It has this. Well, me, it was me being naive, me thinking that people operate like how I do.
Yeah.
right?
That's
So
yeah.
a lot of the reasons why people do understand that I'm real is because how I think about myself, I think about all of you. So when it doesn't match up, I'm like, wait, why don't you have confidence? Like, you don't see what I see? You feel what I'm saying? And it goes into optimism. Oh, there he is, Day. There he is. We were just talking about you, player. You had a great example. But yeah, me personally, it was naive. I'm like, oh, this person, knows what love is. This person gives freely because, that person can get it and create it. You feel what I'm saying? To me, the reason why I can give however I want because I make shit happen. So it's like if and me personally, I don't necessarily think I'm special either. I just think I'm being myself. So it's like, and we talk about the pedestal thing, how we hate that. It's like, bro, instead of putting us on a pedestal, just get the information and apply.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because our whole thing is if we're being on this high horse or pedestal that you're putting us on, then that doesn't make a good team, right? Glorified social media relationships are a disease. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a YouTube relationship, ain't gonna be no pranks, ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be us in front of a camera, just sitting there for 2 hours doing what we do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, but that necessarily is not entertaining. But my relationship is not entertaining. You
Or
know what I'm saying?
it's not supposed to be entertaining to
It's not
you.
most. It's not supposed to be entertaining. It's like if you're watching, cool. But it's like I'm not. Make and shout out to anybody that does that. I don't know what they do.
Well,
You know
that's
what I'm
just
saying?
like social media in general. It doesn't even have to be like a YouTube channel or like a YouTube couple. Like you see that with couples, just the way that they operate or how they post each other.
Yeah, and
You know
it's
what I
like,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm just. It's just like it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be like a scripted like. But you can see they kind of operate the same way through social media.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's definitely that. That's a great question. Definitely, yeah. It's a combination. It's a combination of a lot of things. The persona, definitely persona too, though, because yeah, if you acting like you got it all the time, people gonna be asking regardless. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? So it's like not being real. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's a combination of both. It depends on each person. So, and I was saying, and we recorded a podcast before. I was like, you have to be able to account for what's going on and do the work to understand each person in your life and how they operate, right? Because if you don't do the work, then you're going to be in a bunch of situations where you don't understand, you can't move forward, right? That's how you have people attracting the same types of people over and over again. Once I encounter a person that a type of person I never encountered before, it doesn't happen again
Right.
because I take into account what actually happened, right? And I didn't have an emotional void of my emotional attachment to that person, right? Because a lot of times that's what happens. We're so emotionally invested into somebody, we project better qualities onto people, right? And that in turn can lead to a whole bunch of now you're just Stevie Wonder to the red flag that you've been seeing, right? So not being caught up in that and falling for maybe someone else's persona, right? When it's time to, okay, so now I'm looking at what's going on. Should I now distance myself or, cut them off, whatever it is? It's like you got to understand how they are as a person and really pay attention to what's going on. But and that goes into our next topic, right? Why you wouldn't be paying attention because now you're trying to use that love as an escape from your regular life. So you don't even give a damn about the red flags because these red flags, like, damn, these red flags might not even be as bad as the shit I gotta really deal with. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's selfish and narcissistic in itself too. So, it's all you can't, use people to, I guess, fill stuff in your life that you haven't figured out or want to figure out or take the
Right.
time to do, right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you still have to sit there with yourself. So you're just gonna try to just take that person, you're just gonna try to take out whatever reflection you're supposed to be doing, and you're just supposed to just, well, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Right? And we see it all the time. Blaming somebody else for something that someone else that you could have did, right? We all
Right.
go through it. Seen a bunch of those. Yeah, bro. Like, and the real reason why toxic relationships are so common is because people don't know what it is to begin. They don't know what relationships are to begin with, and not only that, they don't have a purpose for themselves.
Right.
So if you don't have a purpose for yourself, how the hell are you gonna have a purpose with someone else,
Right.
romantically or not? You know what I'm saying? Just teamwork. When everyone, well, I don't know. I've been on teams, right? When you go on teams and it's the start of the season, you have your first team meeting, and everyone states what are they looking at to do for this season, right? And what do they all say? I'm gonna say, bro, I'm trying to win, right? Off rip, I'm trying to win. Some people's like, yo, I'm trying to get better. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get better regardless. I'm trying to win, right? So if you can't sit down with somebody and have that initial intention, this shit gonna go. It could go left at any point, right? And then you won't be able to fix the problem because it went left so many goddamn times. Y'all went off path so many damn times. Y'all don't even know where y'all at anymore.
Right.
So you can't even get back on task because you are lost. You on some whole other. You know what I'm saying? Like just somewhere over there and get now you get what lost in the sauce, right? There's so many people that get lost and just the love, but realistically you're just being lost in distraction all day. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And that's the issue because now you got to be like, what are you being distracted from?
Right.
Right. And then it's like, is it okay for you to now use a person? Well, explain to my friend, you can't fully love someone until you know yourself. That's a fact. Because
Then that goes back to the self-worth. How we've been talking over the past couple of lives. You meet the people at the level of your self-worth. So if your self-worth is not high, you can't be surprised when you attract someone in your life that doesn't value you
or appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling somebody earlier, I was like, it's so funny how authentic people are never appreciated, but the authentic people have to realize that only another authentic or genuine person is even going to be able to appreciate you.
And
because
they take away from, if you're an authentic person, they may not appreciate you, but they're going to take away the things that made you authentic with them, but they're not going to appreciate you.
Right. They're going to be like, well, I want to be like, or envy, right? A lot of toxic relationships, there's a lot of envy in it, right? You see someone as, the self-worth, like you thinking that this is some, oh yeah, they see my worth, but really they're trying to like, leech onto you and try like, okay, well, I'm gonna get whatever he or she can do, I'm gonna do it. Like, and now you create this competition. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to like, what is the intention? And are you and there can be no appreciation if there's, or healthy appreciation if there's envy or jealousy, right? Because a lot of toxic relationships, people be talking about jealousy as in other people, and no, it could be jealousy between y'all two.
Yeah, which I think is most of the case. Most of the times, it's the jealousy between two people.
You jacking it? I thought that was you jacking it.
Yeah.
So you're saying
as far as toxic relationships go.
Well, So you're saying, okay, I can see that. I mean, well, with me personally, and usually with all my friendships that fall out, end up being envy for me. But it's so funny because it's like I'm here with you on your team. You feel me? And that's why a lot of teams don't do good, right? So, I'm gonna use the example of the Warriors, right? So the Warriors were 79, 73-9 finals. Curry got MVP, blah blah, and then KD came on the team, right? And nothing happened. Like they didn't, like there was no egos, there wasn't no anything, and that's all because there was no envy. So everybody's like, oh, the Warriors, they're a great team because they added KD. I'm like, but y'all don't understand how someone else has an MVP, possibly the best scorer ever, just goes on a team with the best record ever, and everything still runs smoothly. Like there's a whole different psychology. There's just like forget what they did. It's a whole psychology that a whole bunch of dogs was on a team and everything was all good. Right. Wouldn't you say that? Wouldn't you say you have to go through a toxic relationship? I've learned about. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with toxic relationships. There's something wrong with you constantly finding yourself in them. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and Shaq and Kobe clashed because Shaq had the ego, and that's consistent throughout Penny, Kobe, and somebody else. He's the one with the ego, but we don't gotta get into that. But yeah, you definitely have to go through your toxic relationship because you don't know what you don't know. You feel what I'm saying? So experience is the best teacher, right? So if you don't know that something that you and even sometimes with certain situations, like something is toxic, but you're still outside looking in. You don't understand how deep it is, and even with that, something that may be toxic for someone else is not toxic for me, right? So at first you're gonna find yourself in toxic relationships, no matter whatever you do. But the thing is, if you're constantly finding yourself in toxic situations and relationships, you have to be like, okay, there's something that I'm doing, because at the end of the day, it's different parts of your life. It's different people. So it's like there's only one thing that's consistent, right? And that's the thing. What people do is, oh, everyone else around me is toxic. Huh?
Right. And it's a strange thing is that, like, in close relationships, if you look at it as someone being a direct mirror of you, and if they're operating that way, I think it's more or less it shows you how you feel about yourself.
Right. Right. Or even yeah, that reflection thing is that you know what? It caught me for a little bit until I thought deeper into the reflection because it really depends again, right? So the whole thing with experience reading, yeah, the whole thing with being accountable is like the work. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's on top of saying that, yeah, this is my fault. There's another step. Why was it my fault, right? Because even you just saying that everything's my fault and taking that accountability as far as level one, you gotta be like, well, if you don't know, or you're gonna keep saying this, it's my fault, it's my fault, it's my fault, yeah, it's my fault. Then you have people that use that as sympathy. Like I said, it was my fault. What do you want me to do? Fix it.
Yeah.
I want you to actually take accountability, but then now learn from it and take the next steps. I don't want you to just keep saying it's my fault. Accountability is level one.
Yeah, there's people that are very aware of what they do, and just being aware is not enough, right?
And we talked about it. Everybody bring it. We talk about it on Sunday. It's like awareness is level one. It's like, okay, now what are the solutions after that? How do I do this? And a lot of times
you got rewarded for seeing the facts.
The bare minimum, right? You got reward. It's like 2 + 2 is 4, and it's like, yeah, where's my trophy? Like that's the first question, bro. That's question one. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go to level 2, baby. That's a fact. And level 4 or 5, because and those levels in a nutshell is infinite, right? Those levels never stop because, like I said, or like everyone says, you don't know what you don't know. So that's why people who are scared to live life, you're gonna keep repeating level 1, because where that fear, that threshold, once you cross over, then that's when you can truly evolve, elevate, do whatever, make the differences. And you have to understand that whatever don't kill you make you stronger. So you have to have that mentality about everything. And that's why people like me, people who are successful, what do they say the most? Yo, I fail all the damn time. Right? You out here trying to be perfect. You trying to be out here, shoot 90, you trying to shoot 100% from the field, but it's like, you can't do that. You're going to have to miss. You're going to have to miss one time. You're going to have to fail. What's up?
Do you think that's one of the reasons why people find themselves in these relationships is because each time they get into them, they try to be perfect?
Yeah.
Or to their level of perfect?
I like to turn a blind eye to shit. I mean, yeah. And realistically, even because my idea of perfect for me, you, anyone on this live is to be yourself. So I'm going to tell you, yeah, be perfect. Just be yourself. Right. So now it's embrace the unknown. It's only place right. It's people are trying to be perfect, but have some outside thing of what perfect is and have no idea what it actually is. Right. We talked about the Disney princess shit. It's like, bro, you trying to be, that persona. You're trying to be Cinderella, and then Prince Charming is like, look, bro, I ain't Prince Charming, but I'ma love you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, does that really matter? Like, if I'm coming in on a white horse with my white suit on, like, does that really matter? It really don't, because it's like I'm doing it on the outside, and then you ever seen couples? Oh my! Everybody does it. Everybody loves posting couples on their Instagram story. I'll never understand the shit. Everyone loves posting, and then they break up. Oh my god! I'm sitting here like, I seen you posting like 3-4 months ago. Y'all ain't low. Like, you seen this, oh, they were so happy together. How would you know? He could have been beating her ass, and she ain't say nothing. That happens too. Like, we talk about a lot of victims in abuse relationships. It's like, bro, do you know the best people at putting on appearances? Toxic and abuse relationships. They are the most elite at putting on appearances, because that's where their energy is going, because they're trying to hide. Right. So off rip, if you trying to be nice, be perfect, first red flag. I'm like, all right, bro, what you hiding? What's up with you? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why are you not maybe not showing me things, but like, why? It seemed like you hiding, B. This is why I don't idolize no relationship. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't ever, because those relationships only function off of social validation. Exactly. So if all your I want to have, social validation, that's the intention, then yes, your appearance game is going to be immaculate, because that's where all of your energy is going to. Y'all gonna be the best. Y'all gonna have the best costumes. Y'all gonna have the best themes. Y'all gonna have the best skits. Y'all gonna have the best everything.
Even the best wedding.
The best wedding, beating your ass behind closed doors. People have no idea
As soon as
because
that day's over, it's different.
you feel what I'm saying. And now people scared to even say the truth or whatever because now you're whatever G Herbo, yeah, all that it's way before them. But all that social validation you doing now when the truth is there and you're too scared. Because now you're conflicted. It's like, wait, hold on, but I put so much effort in this social validation. If I say the truth and all that, I look like I'm capped. Well, you was capped from the beginning, so
Right.
that doesn't matter. You
Right.
might as well take it on the chin, I guess. No pun intended. But it's
Right.
like, yo, you might as well. And realistically, people be stuck in that. They'll be stuck in that rut because of the social validation of people that don't even know.
And then choose to stay in it, and then complain about it.
What is it? I blame Herbo Ari for that. I've seen no more recent like theirs, and then goes in the next relationship, and then with what's his name, Moneybag Yo, just being extra on the timeline as if they don't speak to each other,
and as if toxic is like a trend, as if like toxic is cool. Like toxic does. I think people are under the impression that when there's a little bit of toxicity, that means there's real love.
Yeah,
because it makes people crazy.
Yeah, like, nah, bro. Like, no. Like, at that point, it's like drugs, right? It's like addiction. So it's like, I mean, me personally, I'm very transparent about what I'm addicted to. So if it don't help my addiction if I don't get that under control, you feel what I'm saying? So because it makes me feel good and addicted to pleasure, because that's really what it is. And that's what he's talking about. And that's what we was talking about. That's what he was talking about earlier. It's just like, yo, the whole lifestyle of pleasure is all self-destructive.
Right.
That's why they keep selling it to you. Because once you self-destruct, you're going to think, well, if I buy it, this is going to make me feel better. And then now the cycle continues.
Right.
It's like you become a fiend, right?
That takes away from your individuality as well, because it just keeps you outside of yourself, always seeking something outside or always seeking some kind of pleasure. So it doesn't matter what we go through, as long as we're getting the pleasure, we'll feel that everything is okay to some extent.
Why you think the addiction of pleasure comes from? I think it comes from lack of self-control. Isn't that what all of this is anyway? You know, not knowing yourself and then not understanding what sets you off, or lack of discipline. Like, it all comes from lack of self, for real. Whatever you're addicted to it's a multi-level thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it could be, you didn't have it when you was younger. It
depends what the addiction is, maybe, right?
Yeah, that too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what happens. So you have, and that's another thing about going into account. You find and lack of self-love too. Exactly. That probably. I mean, realistically, that's really what it is, right? It's a
self-worth, self-love issue.
But I think it's because self-destructive. Once we lose the value in earning your pleasure too. Wait, where does it become? And a form of escape. That's a fact. I know a lot of people addicted to rejecting themselves. Oh yeah, I'm going crazy. Yeah, keep going. Let me say. But I think it's because self-destructive become. I don't know where it becomes. It's supposed to be at. So if you can retype it, I'll read it again because I think that was a good one. But yeah, the self-destructiveness is like that's by design. So when we be telling people, yo, stop doing that. It's not to be like a party pooper. It's like we know where that leads to.
Right.
Instead of because. But I think it becomes self-destructive once we lose value in earning. Yeah. And earning your pleasure. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. What? Like, look. I was addicted to alcohol, right? I had that yak yesterday, right? As soon as it stopped being self-destructive to me, then it's okay. Now it's not an addiction because now I have control over it, right? So, and at that time when I was addicted, I had a lot of low, I think, self-love, maybe not self-worth, but self-love and understanding how to cultivate that around me. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it was. And it does take that, account and really looking in. Damn, my dog got to use the bathroom. And always having the need to prove that they as a couple are happy. Yep, to other people because they don't believe it themselves. That's a fact.
Right. And the more you see it, the more you can tell how unhappy they are. And it's not a hard thing to observe at all.
Right.
And these are the relationships that people compare themselves to,
Right.
These are the people like, oh, I want to find someone here so I can look like that.
Right. And then now you have, and it's fact you don't gotta be 1,000 Dr. Sebi dying to love yourself. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I think, the whole putting things in a box, right? People that say, I'm multifaceted, dimensional, blah, 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 but you keep seeing the same dimension, right? The same spirituality box, right? And it's like, but what they don't understand is like it's still a lack of individuality because I can't talk to you about anything else. Like we'll have this live and then we'll go in the group chat and talk about something that's hilarious that the low vibrational person would think is funny too. But that's what multifaceted means, right? You can't just you're multifaceted in the same facet. It's still the same facet. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same thing. So it's like, and really understanding and being real with yourself. Like the girls post on the dude's story, bet y'all thought y'all would never see me again. That's a fact. Yeah, that's hilarious.
And yeah,
like
that's
it's a flex. That's
yeah.
hilarious. But facts, I'm just like, I'm not gonna hold you. I know you personally. We was gonna see. I know him and you personally. We was gonna see you again, bro. Like that would be the funny part. I was like, oh, you got him with this one. Bump Future with Estella. That's a fact.
But it's amazing to think that like they think they have this audience, right? they think like I don't know if they think they think like the famous couples that they aspire to be like, but how crazy is it to think that people actually think that there's an audience watching them that's waiting to have an opinion on what they do?
Right. And then but then don't know how to turn that into anything positive other than just fights with each other. Like, yo, babe, we gotta do this. We don't gotta do nothing. We just have to be ourselves, and that's it. How do you think you cultivate an audience? Social media gave everybody a platform. Yeah, and that's the interesting thing. And you see that more now. I've seen people refer to themselves as the blueprint. That's terrible. We notice and we're waiting for them to come back. Nah, social media giving everybody a platform is really a gift and a curse because, well, it depends on how much self-control you got. Because I was talking to Gerald, I don't know if he's still in here, and he was like, I told him, I was like, bro, everybody's highly emotional. Like, no one cares about truth right now. You feel what I'm saying? Because their platform is, well, this is my platform. I'm going to create my virtual freaking echo chamber, and I'm going to live in it with the people who also care about it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you saying truth is just sit this one out. Shit, man. I tell truth. We talk about truth 51 weeks out of the year, bro. I'm gonna take this week off because it's like it's just highly emotional, and then the conversation I'm gonna have is just gonna be stupidity. Like, and I already had one before the election. It's like it was just pure stupidity and emotion, and it just like deflection. I'm like, all right, bro. Like this is why like you could just keep scrolling, right? And understanding that just because you follow me, that I'm talking to you. I'm like, bro, there's 1,000 people following me. Why do you think I'm specifically talking to you? That makes zero sense, bro. There is 1,000 and whatever people that can see this, and you think I'm specifically talking to you? That makes zero sense, right? And that goes back to the narcissism. It's like, and the triggers, right? Because people say, oh, you're triggering. Great. I'm glad, because now whatever makes you uncomfortable, you're supposed to check yourself, right? Simple.
Why is it uncomfortable for you?
Right. The why. Always caught up on the what. This is uncomfortable. Why is it uncomfortable?
And it's just funny because, like, imagine one post or a couple of words on social media being something that'll make you feel so irate and want to erupt.
But then thinking that you're a grown-ass person. You're a little kid. That's what Mason does. Mason's 7.
And then faulting you for not having the same exact opinion that they have, as if, like, we're supposed to mind read and just be similar to everybody.
And that's not even theirs. It's just professional parrots.
And it's a stolen thought. It's not even your thought
at all. Can't even explain the thought. Right. I'm like, okay, cool. Go deeper. Well, if you don't even know, then I just feel sorry for you. You feel sorry for me, but you can't explain something that you're saying publicly. You feel sorry for me. I can explain in depth. I can go on IG Lives and talk for hours about.
That's what we were saying before. Is like, it doesn't matter how much. Like, we're not going to sit there and explain ourselves to people like that. And I think some of us need to do a better job of understanding that I don't need to break anything down for you if you're not going to understand me regardless. What's the point?
Yes. What if we put the same energy into learning why it was triggering us? Imagine anyone put in the energy into doing anything productive for themselves.
It's not, because those thoughts aren't theirs, so they're already concrete.
Yeah.
Like, if it's authentically your thought, you'll be able to entertain the other idea, like the other side, because you know the thought so well. But because it's not theirs, they think it's just concrete. Anything
And you know
above
what's
it is blasphemous.
And you know what's funny too, because we use Twitter a lot. And I tell people, I'm like, bro, what people don't understand, whatever I'm tweeting right now took me 6 months to almost 2 years to figure it out to myself before I said it. So the whole notion that we're saying things impulsively, it just goes to show you what other people do, right? You think anything that I'm posting or saying I have not thought about in depth. The only reason why you would think that is because that's what you do.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So now, not because people think because they can't play chess, right? It's they're playing checkers, and we're playing 4D, 5D chess.
Not even checkers. They're playing
Not even checkers.
tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe, and we're playing chess, thinking that we're on the same board as them. It's like, bro, it's not even close, bro. Like, whatever you're seeing is for me to trigger you. That's the point. Because if we want to push new ideas and we want to help people, you have to trigger. You have to see where the problem is in the firewall. So now you can patch it up. You feel what I'm saying?
And we love that. We love those moments, right? Like they may not be the most comfortable moments, but when you get that triggering feeling, you have to find the root of the issue rather than just saying, okay, this is a valid feeling, this is a fact, and I'm gonna go based off this, and my opinion or my feeling or my emotion is a fact. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but here's my thing. But be tweeting about narcissism, tweeting about being open-minded. It's so interesting how people are only pushing that when they want to be agreed with.
Right.
But as soon as someone doesn't agree, you're closed-minded. Well, if you're open-minded, you wouldn't even say that.
Right.
I don't even remember the last time. So I think I said closed-minded today, but it's only because I know they're doing that on purpose because them being closed-minded helps them in this world.
Right.
So I just know what that is.
The cluelessness helps them. It's their advantage.
Yes.
It's their only advantage.
Only advantage, right? They be saying ignorance is bliss. I mean, I personally think that saying needs to be thrown in the garbage. That's another one of those blanketed statements that are retarded. My bad. That is stupid because ignorance is dangerous. It's not bliss. Because if you don't know that if you're sleeping in your crib and somebody robbed you in your crib, because you don't know, you didn't get robbed. What? You still got robbed.
Right.
Like, just because you don't know you were sleeping, it don't mean that you're not getting robbed. Right. So people saying ignorance is bliss is just stupid. Right. It's like ignorance is dangerous as hell because not only do you not know somebody in your crib. Now, what if the person robbed your crib decided to come up there and kill you? Then what? Right? Your ignorance was bliss though, right? Bliss. No, you're dead now. You feel what I'm saying? So that applies to the damn. Really? You don't think ignorance? Hell no. Because all the people who are ignorant be getting their ass kicked.
Mike been saying this for years too.
Yeah, they just be going. They get their ass kicked. They go like this. What's the Will Smith meme when he like this and then go like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them. So it's not. No, ignorance is no longer tolerated, and you cannot assume how people react. Exactly. Or you can't. Or the person that's making you react that way, you can't assume that they knew that you was gonna react that way.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's what we go through. It's like, how the hell was I supposed to know that I was going to trigger you? Right. How does anyone know they're going to trigger you? You feel what I'm saying? So people tweet ignorance is bliss when they find out their man's cheating.
Oh, my God.
Yo, nah. Olivia's wild. Olivia's wild.
She didn't lie, though.
At all. Olivia's wild. Valid statement. Whack phrase, right. Because the phrase knowledge plus applied knowledge is that's y'all going crazy. See, yo, this is what it is. But yeah, ignorance is bliss when we choose to ignore the truth, right? And there's only the truth. Hold on, y'all.
Ignorance is bliss when we choose.
Sit down. Come over here.
He trying to wrap up your live.
Bro, this dude has no respect for me, bro. And applied knowledge, right? So that's the thing about how schooling is, right? So schooling doesn't require you to apply knowledge. It just requires you to know, like, to just memorize.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So we was talking about, essentially people be glorified parrots, right? And it goes back to just people not having their own. It's all the same thing, right? It's like you parrot in school, so you're gonna parrot in your relationships. You're gonna parrot in your discussions with people. You're just gonna keep parroting things.
Right.
The true bliss is when accepting what you would ignore and process that shit. That's a fact, right? Yo, Olivia, out here, yo. Shout out to the women. Y'all all come in here. Y'all all come in here and drop 40 respectfully and tap in every time. We appreciate that. Because y'all, stop. Man, my dog trying to pack me up for real. And not letting it affect you, right? So ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss, right? But then you always triggered. So it's like, okay, so which one is it, bro?
Right.
It's like, bro, it's a whole bunch of people who don't know anything, like don't know anything at all, want to portray that they know something, and then when we confront them with actual concrete stuff, it's, well, I'm gonna unfollow you, I'm gonna block you, like, bro,
or I don't need to explain myself to someone because clearly you don't understand. It's like, yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, because you don't understand,
and you don't have an explanation for it, and that's why you're triggered,
bro. And it's like I don't understand, but I'm sitting here telling you your own moves for me. If I'm telling you your own moves for a debate with me, that clearly means that I understand everything that you're saying. I understand it better than you do because I'm coming with the moves better than you are.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I'll sit here, I'll have a debate with people and tell them, like, yo, after the debate, yeah, you should have did this, you should have that. I don't know why you ain't do that.
Right.
Just to let you know where I was in the debate. You honestly think that come on, bro. Don't do that. You're so unbothered. You need everyone to know you're unbothered. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nah, she's pulling out all she got. Olivia came to hoop. That's a fact. She said, nah, I'm gonna get my shit off of toxic Twitter because that's what they all, and that's why they all tight about the election right now too. But yeah, it's the same people. It's so funny. It's just like each event, it's the same people that come out the woodworks and talk about unbothered front. It's like yo, oh my god. But yeah, y'all going crazy. I don't even know if we need to go to the next
proving.
Next topic.
Imagine having to prove that you don't care, that it doesn't bother you. Like, isn't that literally showing that it bothers you to prove that it doesn't bother you?
Or why is being unbothered put on a pedestal? Because I'll say, yo, stop, or I'm gonna slap fire out you. Right? That's still respectable because it's like, yeah, I'm bothered. You know what I'm saying? Just being 100. Hold on.
Charlie said I'm about to go vote. I think you late, bro.
You late? No. What you mean? All you gotta do is travel to Minnesota. Oh my God. Imagine having to prove anything. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it's a.
I mean, to people that aren't going to understand you, then yeah, fuck you. You don't have to prove anything to you. But like, you have to have some kind of clarity, some kind of understanding amongst the people around you.
Sick and tired of hearing about the election facts. And a whole bunch of foolishness is going on now too. So for people to be this emotionally invested into this election specifically is just another testament of their own insanity.
Right.
It's like, bro, you're literally being the most emotionally invested in the election that makes the least amount of sense. Bro, there's no one up there, bro.
Everyone's
the TV's just on.
Everyone's votes in the mail right now. They're waiting to be counted. The bot's turning up. Yeah, they are. There are actors, and this is really like the funniest movie ever. I mean, it's not so funny because it's reality, but if it were a movie, tell me this shit wouldn't be mad funny.
Bro.
This would be the most elite movie ever.
I have a tweet cooked up literally saying, there's no way that we're not in like a cartoon right now. You said my vote is manifested.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
That's a fact.
As long as it's manifested.
My vote is manifested for Kanye West, gangster. I'm not about to be robbed of my sanity. Exactly. Like, that's my whole thing. Like,
that's a great point.
Bro, people thought that I was supporting Trump because I was literally just like, y'all know y'all are all being stupid. Like, it has nothing to do with the two. It's like y'all are being dumb and y'all doing exactly just emotional. It's like, you do realize that if they keep you emotional, you're doing this all day. Remember that other live?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look what he did. Look what she did. Look what happened. Look this. It's like, you can't figure out any solutions now because you just all over the place.
I always thought it was really strange for someone to be a complete fanboy of a president too, right?
Bro,
like, what the fuck?
I tweeted about this.
He's not getting.
If you had Trump,
he's not hitting home
Biden,
runs. Like, what the fuck?
Basically putting on Biden jerseys. I'm like, bro, that's weird. That's weird, bro. If you have Trump or Biden or Obama, any politician on your lawn or on your car, that's weird, bro. You don't know them people.
Right.
That's weird.
And then
that's super weird.
And then when people ask you for your logic, you just answer emotionally.
Like, oh, because this is what we do. This is how we vote. Who the hell is we? Who's we? Who's we? That's all I want to know. You said we. Who's we? And when we start speak, you said I need Biden merch. Oh my God, pedophile literally sniffing. Yo, yeah, that's another thing. So because people parroted themselves into thinking one is less evil than the other, they disregard the lesser evil.
Right.
Bro, what? Bro, that is insanity. That makes no sense. That makes zero sense at all. It's like you can't. So because we're all agreeing that one's is a lesser evil, we just disregard what the lesser evil does.
Right.
Like, bro, I'm not.
And we have to pick a side to it too. We have to pick a lesser evil.
Hey, Tay said, well, I'm not gonna lie, when people idolize Obama, I'd be confused. Oh, I'd be confused too.
Yeah.
I figured that shit out right out of got to high school. I was like, wait, hold up. I'm like, something ain't adding up, and it never does.
It's like the
It
perfect.
never does.
It was like the perfect act because it was smooth. It was easy to relate to, right?
Bro, charming, right? Charming. It's like literally just being lulled to sleep.
All it took was Obama to hit a Euro step lefty layup, and everyone was like, "Nah, I miss him forever. That's my president."
And you know what's and you know what's funny too? Because I'm pretty sure Trump gonna lose. But wouldn't it be hilarious if his supporters started to "my president" everyone to death? Oh my God, I'll be in tears.
They're going to, but we're gonna see those hats for years, bro.
Yo, bro.
Them shits are gonna be dingy as shit.
Talk about nah.
You're gonna have the sweat
Trump,
stains on it and everything.
Trump about to be creative director for somebody, bro. Yo, his merch hit, bro. After we jacket this dude knows about the merch. The dude about to be put on the head of some other board with merch. Oh my God. Nah. Yo, I can't wait for him to be like my president. I'm like, and all I'm gonna say is like, y'all do realize they're just doing what y'all did, right? You see how that shit is annoying? Like,
Yeah.
For everybody, it's annoying to everybody. Stop being annoying, right? Because you want to prove to yourself so bad, virtuously, you want to prove to people so bad that you're morally correct. I'm like, bro, y'all was being demons for 51 weeks out of the year. The 1 week election week, now everybody's St. Teresa, St. Anthony, St. Francis of Assisi, all of this. How, bro? Y'all was some of the most grimiest people on earth. But for election week, now you're going to try to shame people and doing what's right. Can someone explain it to me? Please.
No one can.
I'm talking about people will kill people for stepping on their shoes, but you're telling me, yo, bro, do the right thing. Bro, what? What are you talking about? Like, you make no sense, bro. You make zero sense. I don't get it, bro. You'll kill somebody for $5 for telling me, yo, bro, you know you vote Biden, right? Nigga, what? Y'all make zero sense, bro. Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I don't be hearing it. And again, I know people personally, been in their cribs. Y'all are some hateful people, right? Don't sit here and telling me about, or anybody trying to shame somebody into doing the right thing. Nigga, you don't know what the right thing is, because if you did, you'd be doing it every day, not just on November 4th.
Right.
Let's talk about, or 3rd, let's talk about it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Baby, killing me with that. I'm like, so you think you're valid because you make the right choice one day out the year?
Nah, you know what it is? It's for the I voted sticker.
Oh yeah, and then
you need the sticker, bro.
Hey, feel me? Whoever got outvoted, we got a server coming, black market, only exclusives. You feel what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for that. Bro, and then wait, the outvoted and mass combo elite niggas is fly. They fly.
Bro,
oh my God.
They treated the election sticker like Bordy Barn, bro. That shit is crazy, bro.
bro. They treated everything that was political, they treated it as like a party.
Yeah.
Bro, they went to go protest and was crumping in the streets. Bro, yo, I don't get it, bro. I just want to know the point. You feel what I'm saying? The point. And it's like everybody got, you see the hashtag, he's with us. Like, bro, what? No, you're not. Any dickhead could put a hashtag in their bio, bro. And that's exactly what they did. Right? I was telling my friends, especially black people specifically, it's like, do you know how many people don't have pride to look like that they're on our side, but really trying to F us? Right?
Yeah.
So many people don't know how to play chess that they think that everybody playing tic-tac-toe like them.
Right.
And that's the problem. I'm like, you think people with unlimited money, unlimited resources, unlimited connections move like you do? Bro, it's past narcissism at this point.
Right.
It's just pure stupidity.
Right.
But then
Yeah, it's
we're
ignorant.
conspiracy theorists.
It's ignorant to think that someone who lived a completely different life, who came from a completely different upbringing, is supposed to match what you feel is right. Even though you guys live two completely different rights, it's like lives. I don't fault. I don't get on anyone for any of their beliefs as long as it's their own. As long as they're
Right.
genuine to it and they can explain without it being just emotional babble. Because once it comes to emotional babble, it's like, bro, like you're in it for the wrong reason. And this is why like this election gave voice to a lot of people that didn't give a fuck before, right? So now everyone has a voice. Now everyone has this political opinion. It's like, but I knew you and you didn't even know who the fifth president of the United States were. You didn't even know who the first one was. You know what I mean? You thought the first black president was Martin Luther King. And you're going to come over here and try to tell me this shit.
Or I had someone say, because someone expressed his opinion because he was just saying the truth. And then you have people, I right before this live, I like the tweet saying, yo, this election got people thinking that they gangster. I'm like, facts. Like, I will, like, bro,
you're not like that.
Get folded.
Yeah.
Like, you trying to sit here because the only reason why you acting tough right now is because you think that you got a whole bunch of people, the sheep is with you. They're soft. They're gonna they're gonna watch you get beat up like they watch everything else in their life.
Right.
They're not gonna sit here and come to your aid. You're just gonna get beat up because you thought you're with me, right? No, we was never with you, bro. We was doing this for the likes. You're tripping. I'm not about to get beat up because you jumped out the window.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's really what be happening. But I'm just not gonna participate in that because there's a bigger picture. But just imagine if I was on this type of time, I would have beat up mad people already and be like, what? You feel what I'm saying? And there's people like that. There's people like that. So it's like, bro, go come at people for understanding. And a lot of times people will come at you because they think you're not gonna do nothing. That's another thing that sometimes that gotta punch a person in their face to let you know, look, I know you, but this ain't sweet. You're bugging.
And sometimes you gotta get punched in the face too.
Yeah, facts.
And don't let it be you. Just don't let it be you.
Yeah, just make sure
that just don't be mad when it happens.
I see the veins popping out. Nah. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, because it's just wild. It's just wild because last week we was all in this together, but as soon as someone has an opposing opinion, now it's all right, shoot them. Acting just like the white people that's out here oppressing us.
You're canceled.
You're canceled. It's like, bro, just last week we was all in this together. It was this, right? It was this, right? People don't even understand why we're doing this. They just know it means something. Dickheads. We're going to sit here and try to come at one of us for anything. Stop. You feel what I'm saying? And I said it later. I was like, and another thing, because this the division between all of the cultures, right? That we would be considered, I mean, people of color, whatever you want to say, is like, if someone has an opposing opinion or something like that or hurting, if you have a hand, right, are you going to cut your whole finger off because your finger hurts?
That would be really
so then why the
dumb.
hell, when someone has a different opinion, you just want to X them out completely?
Right.
That's dumb.
Imagine wanting to live in a world where everyone just thought the same way and had all the same opinions that you have, in the opinions that aren't even yours.
Wait, but hold on. But then be entitled because you're you. You're entitled because you're you. But a contradicting belief, everybody should think like me. Hold on, let me repeat that because I don't know if that.
But why?
That might not...
And you don't know why you think like you,
bro. I'm like, son. I be saying it's like, bro. But like Charlie said, you cannot rationalize irrational people, right?
Right.
You have this false sense of entitlement for
Facts.
being yourself, but also wanting everyone to be like you. That makes no sense, bro.
At all.
That is literally, so when we say, bro, I live in an insane asylum, that's what I mean.
Right.
It's pure insanity at this point. Delusion, whatever you want to call it, because it's likable, right? This needs to be a spectrum. Yeah, and they're all the way at the end, right? Let the people out in the real insane asylum, they probably got some heat to tell us because I'm tired of these people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You like as soon as you deviate from the pack, where the pack not even ours, right? The pack not even ours. So it's like now it's like, oh, he crazy. I'm like I said before, being called crazy or weird is bot repellent.
Mm-hmm.
Here, bot, have a bot cookie, right? Here, bot, here, have a bot.
That's all you have.
Sticker.
That's all you have to do.
Have a bot sticker.
Yeah.
Have a bot pen.
Right.
You did your part. We'll in 4 years, let's get it. You feel what I'm saying?
You give
in
people
4 years, we'll hit you back up again.
You give people. You give people a filter. Give them a filter and a sticker, and they're good.
Filter, bro. and they are happy for 4 years, bro, until it's time to do it again, and they make it into a party again.
Now,
They make it into a thing again.
back to relationships though.
Facts. But yeah, but next topic is entitlement to people's trust, and I'm big Scorpio, so I like this topic.
Right.
You want me to start off?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So I had a discussion. Everything that I'm saying is my real experience. So that's why a lot of the times I'm speaking about things is from people either in this chat or my actual family, right? So I told my brother. My brother used to get in trouble a lot, right? So as he got older, he started to do better. But then he thought that just because he was doing better at this instance, that my parents were supposed to forget. I told him, I was like, bro, your trust or your credit is bad. You have to build the credit back up. So
Right.
people be thinking, yo, but you told me to do this and I did it this one time, so you should trust me, right? No, that's not how that works, player.
It's like the same thing as like we were just talking about. Like just because you're sorry and you're aware, it's not enough. You don't get rewarded for the bare minimum. There's literally no participation trophies. Like you don't get rewarded for the shit you're supposed to be doing in the first place.
Right. And I said and it's all this entitled. I'm entitled to bro, the entitlement is wild, bro. I'm really gonna have to clip that about the entitlement and all that, because that was elite. But it's like you I don't know you, which is fine. Like I don't necessarily think you have bad intentions, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to trust you, especially if you've never even trying to. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the credit analogy. Oh, OD. Because
Right.
you know it's funny too, because when I told my brother that, he goes, bro, that makes complete sense. I'm like, yeah, bro, you got bad credit, because that's realistically what the banks are giving you credit for. Is like, can we trust you to pay this back? So you got to build your what? Credit.
Right.
That's what it is. Are you credible? You feel what I'm saying? Just look at the words. So I'm like, yeah, bro, our parents may not trust you right now because you've been spending money on it. Like the analogy, you've been spending stupidly over here, doing this, not paying back, not being accountable. So it's like, bro, you can't expect them to just forget that, because now think about it this way. You have more bad examples in their mind than good examples, right? Our parents are not robots, right? So they're humans. They're going to remember that. You feel what I'm saying? So me personally, I knew that off rip. Like as a young kid, off rip. So I was like, nah, they going to remember this later. So I'm going to just take the L for right now to get the maximum trust. Bro,
Right.
my parents completely trust me.
Right.
At 20, how old am I? 24 years old. Like for real trust. Like,
Right.
yo, we doing what you say. But I'm like, bro, but it took 21 years to do that and not really messing up. You know what I'm saying?
It's a difficult thing, especially when you're one of those people that you're trustworthy, and then you meet. Let's say you meet someone, you kind of want to skip that trust part because first of all, you feel trustworthy and you want to have enough optimism that it'll work and it'll be reciprocated. So we kind of just skip that part of having people prove their trust. And this could take a while, but I think that's a big part that's lacking in a lot of relationships is like, you don't prove yourself. Like my optimism of you cannot be enough, no matter how much I want it to work.
Because at the end of the day, that's a figment of your imagination.
Right.
Right? That's your vision for someone else. Imagination. I know my vision for myself. Right? Yeah. So it's like, but I can't like, yeah, I can see me with you or see, like, I can see it, but at the end of the day, I don't necessarily know what it is that you're doing. So it's like,
potential is not enough. Potential
is never enough. It's a start. You know what I'm saying? But like we said, so many people are caught up on the start, right?
Right.
We have, my mom tells me, right, because her boss, it's a very intimate workspace, right? So he did all of these personal tests for all his workers, right? And he was saying that there's something called a quick start. There's somebody called a quick start, follow through. I forgot the other two. If she walks in, that she should be walking in. I'll ask her. Now her boss is a quick start, but my mom's a follow through person. So she may not get up and do it right away because she has to sit there and realize, okay, does this shit even make any sense? Right? But both of them are needed. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how they have that trust, right? So it still goes back to still knowing who you are. Because how can I trust you if I know who you are?
Right.
And how am I supposed to know who you are if you don't know who you are?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the same. And it always goes back to self and just doing that work. Because once you do that work, the abundance, right, of whatever you want just keeps coming, because now you know how to move for you. Now you know who to be around for you. Now you know who you can go like this with. You feel what I'm saying? Like I mean, I could I mean, I'm not a good example, but like if someone who's just, if I know someone has high intensity, and they don't know how to turn it down, I'm not now gonna bring my high intensity all the time because I know that intensity is accounted for in that
Right.
team, right?
Right.
So I'll probably take a back seat and be like, I'm on scout. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you're intense, but I was like, yeah, but while you was being intense, so and so, this and this and this and this was happening.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And now you like, yo, good looks. I'm like, I got you, because I already know that's what you're doing right now. You may not be able to take the back seat. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? So that's another reason why you should also know about yourself and expand, because if you become what you become a Swiss Army knife, there's nowhere you can't go.
Right. That's
Like
why
I'm keeping it.
that inner work is essential. I know we were talking the inner work is essential. I know we were talking about in our last live, we were talking about healing, right? We were talking about how our body heals itself, and I gave you the example about how like when animals get sick,
Yeah.
they just go off into the corner. They don't eat, they don't drink. So I think a lot of people have this issue of not being enough for themselves, not taking that time to just not fuck with nobody. Because you really, how can you really get to know yourself if you have constant influences from people that don't know themselves? Because we say we meet people at the level of our self-worth. So if you're constantly meeting people, you're not giving yourself that time, all you're doing is just feeding back and forth off personas. You're just playing tennis with personas back and forth.
And that's terrible. That's horrible,
Right.
bro.
That
Go
person has
downstairs, bro.
potential. Things flow very effortlessly when you are aligned with yourself first. Right. And being able to do that work, because like that's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to sit there with yourself and try to uncover a lot of shit. Peeling layers is not easy. No one wants to do this shit. But it's like if you really want
Bro.
any other aspect of your life to flourish, if you really, and this could be any aspect, whether it's health, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your relationships, it's like if you don't sit down, take a look in the fucking mirror and stop trying to distract yourself from what you see, it's not gonna work for you.
Ever.
Sports with personas, that's a fact. You can't, like we said, you can't just wake up and then just be, oh, what personality am I gonna throw on today? You don't go to your closet and be like, oh, who am I gonna be today? Like, you don't get to choose that way.
At all. And then even
expect abundance. Like you can't expect to call in manifestations off your persona. What type of shit is that?
some bullshit, some hot bullshit, steaming hot bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
Facades, absolutely.
Nah,
A whole lot of it.
Humans love distractions. Humans don't love themselves. That's why they love distractions.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, and it's like at that point, it's not even human. Bots don't love themselves.
They
So
think
like,
that
okay,
they think the distraction is the self-love though.
yeah,
That's the
facts.
ironic thing.
And I don't know if we probably touched upon it, but even people can get lost in sex. And it's just like, yo, like, especially hookup culture and all this other dumb shit going on,
Yeah.
like, or they call it sexual liberation. I'm like, so
Empowerment.
in trying to be sexually liberated, you're gonna prove to people that you can have sex?
Right.
All right, bro.
That's another
Right, bro,
detrimental thing. Another detrimental thing is attraction. Like a lot of us just the foundation of our relationships is just attraction, whether it's physical or whatever the case may be. But like you have to understand that that's not enough. That's an addiction on its own. To being able to see potential. If you think you can see potential just off attraction, you're just looking at the surface, and that's because that's how you look at yourself.
You said trees. and that's gender neutral too. Because
Facts.
I know a lot of dudes that are like that, and I don't associate with them. Because I'm like, you're only looking at things. That means if you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you can only see from the surface, we're not gonna get far, right? I had tweeted earlier. I'm like, if you're not having conversations that are meaningful, you're not having deep conversations, or deep conversations is something that is not normal to you. So what are you actually doing?
Right. What are you accomplishing?
What do you like? And then what are you at that point, right? You're shallow now. That's how most people gauge potential, their attraction to them.
Yeah, and the potential is really toxic optimism. It's like what you want someone to be, but what you want someone to be is not going to make somebody that. You can't love somebody into changing. That shit is not real.
And then even wanting what, and then having loving somebody to what they want to be, but then don't even know what it is, what they are at the core,
or what they want in general.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you've never asked them what they really want to do. You never asked them what makes them tick, what makes them think. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And realistically, and we're gonna go back, we're gonna tie it back to the entitlement of trust. I'm like, bro, if you just show people that you actually give a F about them, they'll trust you. It wouldn't even be something that you would feel entitled to. It would just be given.
And
Right?
it could be something such as simple as just maybe listening, right?
Right.
Or paying attention.
Right. Nobody
Just-
wants to admit that they're shallow. Right. 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 Because at the end of the day, right, if a pool's 6 feet, I don't think that's deep. I think 12 might be, but somebody might think that 12 feet is not deep, and it might be 18. So that's why I'll be telling people, I'm like, yo, bro, like, you should just keep trying to get deeper and deeper, because it's not like it's gonna hurt.
Right.
It's not gonna hurt you. You're gonna be able, once you get deeper and deeper within yourself, you're gonna be able to see things deeper, period. And you're gonna be able to see other people
right.
deeper.
It's not just the person that you're trying to get deeper with. It's just in general. It goes for any relationship. And
Yo, I'll
you're
sit
able to
here and
see
tell
intentions
people,
a lot clearer that way.
yes, because you're like, okay, I know the root of that, because I know the root of myself, and it's like that doesn't align, right? You'll be able to understand who's in alignment with you better, because you figure out your own what you align with your path once you figure out your own roots.
Right.
So once you figure out someone else's roots, you already know that it don't align with you.
Exactly. It's really
You
that
already
simple.
know.
It's really that simple.
And it's nothing right or wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Because not every path is different, right? That's another thing. Everybody, oh, my path is different. But then here you are trying to be a bot.
Right.
What?
Your path is different, but you're following the same blueprint.
What? But then don't even know where the blueprint came from.
Right.
See, my whole thing with following blueprints, who made this?
And there is actually no blueprint. That's the thing. Imagine taking everything that you care about, right? Side by side, and taking a blueprint and comparing it, even though the blueprint does not exist.
Bro,
and then being
insanity.
upset that it doesn't work out for you.
Or worse, I'm anxious, I'm stressed. Are you? I think you're just being stupid and you're trying to blame something.
Yeah.
I don't be stressed.
That's always the most simple thing to do, though, right? Is to be able to blame something.
Something. I mean, what about your soul? What do you mean? I don't be stressed, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't be stressed. I just be like, huh? I'm like, all right, that clearly is not something I need to figure out right now. So I'm gonna go over here. I don't be stressed,
right,
at all. But
over
also,
people, and
over anything, because how I look at it is like, oh, this is a problem that just needs to be solved. So I just have to solve the problem. So there's no reason how I'm gonna do it. Well, instead of asking yourself all day how are you gonna solve a problem, just solve the problem.
Right, exactly. Scientists don't sit around all day just hoping it comes to them.
Oh, what am I gonna do? What if this happens? What if this happens? But all that never has to happen if you just solve the problem.
Right.
So it goes back into facts. High key stress is a choice. Absolutely, it's a choice. Not in terms of having a blueprint per se.
For your soul.
But if your soul has a blueprint, then it's yours. It's not a blueprint. It's just you doing you.
You cannot compare the only thing that's individual and unique to you. The only thing that people do not have access to. The only thing that people can't experience is literally the only thing that's yours. You can't compare it to something else. It's impossible. It's only you get to experience it.
So simple. And even people have similar blueprints. Those, and we talk. I talk about nuance.
Spiritual community.
Yo, spiritual. Oh man.
Spiritual community. That's exact. They base their spirit off a blueprint.
Facts, and then put it in their bio.
They're worse. they're worse bots than the Trump supporters, the Biden supporters. They're number one on the list is because they're so out of tune with what they are that they want to dig deep into their soul and compare themselves to something that they feel their soul can be good at, or they can make themselves feel better about it.
Just blueprints, and then and then what's worse, you take a blueprint and then you don't understand how much that blueprint costs, right, to copy that, and then you get hit with the bill, right? Like us.
That shit kicks your fucking
trying to
ass.
take our blueprints, and then next thing you know, social media break. Oh, I wonder why. Cause the check came. That's why. Go sit your ass down and go be you. Ain't nobody tell you to come be me. Ain't nobody tell you to go be Ferns. Go be yourself because you can't cash that check.
But
you swiped the credit card, but then you couldn't pay the bill.
She said,
that's what ended up happening.
She said, but I'm divine though. I'm
Who
divine
said that?
though. Adrian said, but I'm divine though.
Shit. It's like, be yourself. That's the most divine thing you can do.
Right.
Really get to know yourself. But don't be sitting here like, oh, I'm only divine if I got rose quartz.
Right.
I'm only divine
And
if I got sage in the crib.
yeah, and to think that you have to find a blueprint for your soul, like that just tells me that you're soulless already. You know?
Oh, so you gonna talk? Well, so you gonna talk about how there's some people walking around with no souls
Well, there's
that are actually closer to you than you think.
I'd say a good percentage.
Hey, yo, there's a lot of people out here. That's why they're leeches. They're trying to get something that they don't have.
They
Bro. There's no one. The only people that call me a
vampires.
leech is my parents. But at the end of the day, I give in return. I make them proud.
Right.
So they can't even call me a leech.
Right.
Because it's being exchanged. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not like, I dad got the lemongrass, lavender, vitamin intentions. Yeah.
Facts. Everyone get that. Everyone right now. I know it's ashy
It's
season.
cold.
I know you guys are
Facts.
ashy. Don't lie. Don't fucking
Elbows
lie.
ashy as hell. Elbows ashy as hell. Face ashy as hell. Lips ashy as hell.
Yeah.
You
Get
know
that.
what I'm saying? Go get that
man.
vibrant intentions. Facts. Parasites, exactly. Needs a host, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Charlie. In that mode, talking about hosts, leeches, all of that. Had a whole 4 bars for it because it's facts. It's like people see you getting right, doing this, doing whatever, but they don't even understand how much work all those cone drills you was doing, bro.
Right.
I did this in and out a million times. That's why it looks so elite to you, because I did it a million times and you couldn't see.
That's why this is the difficulty with attraction, because the more you're gonna progress, the more you're going to attract. So you can't automatically think that what you're attracting is always going to be for you, because people are going to be disguised very well. They're going to shapeshift very well. So it's like, when you're in tune with yourself, you have to be aware that more people are going to come and try to leech off of you. It's simple. You can't assume that because you're in a higher area that just only great people are going to come and surround you.
And shout out Charlie, because he's the one who really like helped me understand that, because
Charlie
again, I was being
bro.
naive. OD. I'm done running low on my Joy Shea Butter. Yeah, facts.
That Joy
the
Shea
comments
Butter's
with the Shea
ass.
Butter.
You gotta add it. You gotta get this one.
Nah, it's wait, hold on.
Oh, it's the same one?
Wait, where are you,
my bad.
Adra? Where are you? Yeah, pull up in the actual viral test, and I'll pin it for a little bit so everybody can go in that bio. You feel what I'm saying? Or just DM her. But yeah, and even with that, like, cause I was naive, so I was like, I didn't understand that people were being fake and doing it on purpose. I didn't know people was being fake on purpose, because I was like, wait, what does that do for you? Like, how does it get you what you want? But apparently it does. But then it's like, yeah, but then that check gonna come, and then you're not gonna be able to cash it, right?
Right.
Like, everybody wants to swipe a credit card, but you still got to pay the bill with real money. You can't buy credit with credit. The hell? Like, well, not directly, but yeah. So it's like that. But that's what people are doing. They're swiping a credit card, and then when the bill comes, they want to swipe another credit card.
Everybody
but that bill's gonna come.
Everybody wants to play at the table, but nobody wants to contribute
at all. Let me get that right there. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, that and yo, who don't want to contribute and don't even know what you did? You might have built this damn table. You may not have brought something to the table, but you built the table. You feel what I'm saying? And that's more like us. It's like, we out here building our table because F a spot at the table. We're going to build our own damn table, first of all. We're building our table, so people are trying to sit here and try to, like, just sit there. And I'm like, wait, hold on, player.
Yeah.
Hold on, player. Or try to make it seem like they're doing something. I'm like, you do realize that we built this whole table and all you brought was a fork.
Look, the way I look at it is like, either you're going to be at the table or you're going to be on the menu, bro.
Oh, you're talking about mama mentality. That's a fact. The indirect responsibility Yeah, facts. Don't even know what's going on behind closed doors. Don't care to ask, right? But then want us to trust them and all this other stuff. It's like, bro, you can't be sleeping with people with hooks. Yeah. Yes. You out here just you want our trust, right? You want to be on a team so bad, but then you can't even appreciate that. Oh, wait, they built this table. Yeah, dickhead. We did.
That's the difference between genuine support and wave riding, because like wave riding is easy shit. It's on the surface. Like anyone can wave ride.
And then don't even understand that this wave is actually way more hard. It's much harder than what it looked like. And then what do you get?
Yeah.
Social media breaks.
Yeah.
Now that they're not hitting you up every day anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Not because they locked in, but because
image changes everything.
Yes. Whole persona changes. I'm like, oh, who is this? Oh, okay, so that's not working for you no more. Okay, cool. Understood.
This man said Jared Dudley for 3. I know he's not calling me Jared Dudley, bro.
Who? Who called Jared Dudley?
I don't know though, bro. But I'm not.
Who said Jared Dudley? Oh,
I know he ain't calling me
no,
Jared
no, no.
Dudley, bro. Oh, okay.
I think Julio trolling.
Oh, okay.
I
My
think
bad.
no,
My
he's
bad,
not
bro.
Jared Dudley. Yo, you better
My
stop
bad.
playing. That's Clay right there. You
My bad,
tripping.
my
That's
bad.
game 6 Clay. Look, Jared Dudley. Dudley?
I don't
Jared
know.
Dudley? Yo, all that man does is watch and tweet and defend LeBron. You don't get your ass in the game and stop tweeting. Respectfully, no pun intended, because that's a lot of people that do that too.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people be out here watching us and spectating, think they got something to say. Like, but can't do this though.
Oh, okay. My bad, bro. My bad. I just saw Jared Dudley and I'm like, damn.
First say, yo, you better put some respect on my shooting.
Oh,
You might be Ursa Ilyasova. What? That dude is known for taking charges now. That's cap. Yo, stop front on Fern. Stop playing, man.
I'm about
Stop
to end this live right now, man. Fuck y'all.
I'm
just playing. I'm just playing.
You just gonna leave me here by myself, man?
No.
I'll put the team on the back, though.
That's a
Nah,
fact.
man. But yeah, this shit, man. We talked about a lot too. But yeah, the parasites and the leeches and the wave ride. And it's, it's so funny too, because when I see successful people, I would always say like, yo, why they tripping? Like, they there, like, why they tripping? And it's like, now that we're on that path, I'm like, I know exactly what the hell they talking about. And yes, all of this shit is annoying. It's annoying as hell. It's like, yo, bro, you feel me? It be people like, people don't know, bro. Me, Charlie, Adrian was with us in the crib with no heat for 10 days.
Yeah.
After that, we went bananas. And we said, this shit is never happening again. Right?
But it had to happen, though. But it had
to happen,
right.
For real.
And you didn't go through that moment in turmoil or despair, because when you was laying on that floor or when it was fucking freezing,
makeshift bed.
Right. Then you understood, like, okay, this is where I gotta climb from. You feel me?
Right.
And like I said, sometimes it's like we're put in certain positions because we're meant to grow out of them. It's not meant to break us down, and it's hard to see people get into situations and want to fold, because I know that situation arose for you because you are strong enough and capable of something much greater.
And so you talked about that last live too, for the reasons why we can't be holding your hand, because I'm like, yo, bro, how do I not know this is your life-changing situation?
Right.
And I deny you.
I'm interrupting your karma or your experiences, and it's like I can't be there to save nobody. That's why, if you love someone, you got to trust that they'll be able to make it out on their own. If you don't trust them, that's not love. Your relationships are rooted in fear and pity.
And it's funny too, because I said the same quote. To me, quitting is harder than trying. Facts. Shout out Kanye. Facts. Yeah. It's like, yo, bro, if I fold on anything that I am trying, if I fold on anything that I'm saying that I'm about to create, I'm capped. I'm getting reset. My black ass is coming right back here.
Right.
No, bro. I'm doing what I came here to do, and I'm trying to skedaddle.
Right.
Period. This is just a stop. Right? We going to other planets. We doing whatever we feel like doing. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, if I fold or I miss my train or I miss my bus and I gotta stay here again, it's like, it's not the fact that I gotta be here again. It's like, it was so unnecessary. Like, I could have just been on point.
Right.
And that's what people don't understand. It's like, you so caught up in not being on point, not figuring out what you really trying to do, not doing anything fulfilling. It's like, bro, all you do is missing your bus, missing your opportunity, you feel what I'm saying? Because people be thinking opportunities come. It's like, no, bro, you create them, you position yourself. And people don't know how to position themselves. You're not going to position yourself in opportunities with people that's not trying to do shit, period. I don't know why. I don't know what's not clicking for people. If you're not out here trying to create something with other people that's trying to create, what the hell are you going to do?
That's part of...
over to people just not trying. You're putting yourself in not toxic, but you're putting yourself in a position where you can't grow because the soil around you is trash.
Right. And that's part of the manifest delusion too.
Facts. It's like, yo, bro, you manifesting, but you ain't doing shit before you said that manifestation or affirmation. Doesn't make any sense, bro.
Right.
That makes zero sense. So it's like, you could be spiritual miracle worker all you want. If you're delusional, you're delusional. It doesn't matter. And it's always going to come back to you, right? The bill is always going to come. You're not about to skip out on the bill, bro. Well, okay, Source giving you the bill. You think you're gonna run away from Source, Nick?
Right.
Like what?
Or
How insane are you?
and even if you do quote unquote manifest, right? If it's not coming from a deep rooted place, all you're doing is manifesting your persona. You're only feeding the persona, whatever you're manifesting. So it's like it's never going to be gratifying for you. There's always going to be a yearn for more, because at one point you're just going to hit you're going to hit a roadblock. You're going to realize
That's a fact.
this isn't for
And
me. This isn't what I wanted to manifest this, but it's because either someone else had it or I thought that this would help me be stronger. But it's just feeding your persona.
Gerald has a very valid question, right? So what if hold on, manifesting chaos, facts. But what if you're creating opportunities, but it's not your path? It is your path. What do you mean? That's the only way it's gonna happen, right? So opportunity doesn't necessarily mean that it might push you. Well, it may not push you forward how you imagine, right? So you going through turmoil or chaos is propelling you forward as long as you understand why you went through that. That opportunity for chaos or for that to happen is now your path, right? So It goes back to you missing or you the only thing that's not your path is folding. Right. Quitting. Quitting is the only way you quote unquote lose. But you don't lose unless you don't quit.
It's set up for you to quit though. Like the easy thing, people think that quitting is like the hardest, is the despair. Like that's the easy part. Facts. Quitting is the easiest thing that you can do. The easiest. The rock bottom is not the hard place. Like it's the giving up that's really where you're fucking yourself over. But it's the easy thing to do, bro. It's a simple solution. Let me fold.
And you don't want to be 90 years old telling yourself, damn, I wish I would have did that when I was 20 something.
And people, I'm sure people tell people this too. Like older people in your lives have told you this. They have told you this.
And it's like, oh, not even knowing that they're and it's funny too, because, and we can get into it, if you don't understand your old heads, your elders that's in front of you, you're gonna end up just like them.
Right.
Because you gotta think about it. That's all you know. And then you don't even understand that.
You're not gonna outsmart life. You're not gonna finesse life.
You're not,
Source,
bro.
Whatever it is that you think.
You're not gonna do it. So it's like, yeah, that's just not. I think it's called Superman complex. Yeah, that's not gonna happen to me. You 80 years old. Damn, this should happen to me. But no time machine. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna go back. Now it's okay. Now you reset. Now you're gonna have a whole different type of qualities, all this other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? We're not gonna get to that. But it's like, bro, you sitting here trying to. I'm gonna just lackadaisical, just do nothing, not lift a finger, not go through anything, and it's all going to be Gucci for me because of what you see on social media. Do you know all of those? You have no God complex. You have no idea what that 17-year-old, 18-year-old had to do to get to where he had to go to be, right? I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones, right? But Varys, the reason why Varys was like what he was is because he went through it all, got his manhood chopped off, all of that. So he just understood, like, nah, I can't be moving like this, right? So he wouldn't be in those situations in the power he had if he didn't go through a sort. And then halfway through the show, he got the person. He ended up getting the person who cut off his manhood when he was a boy, right? So even not having patience is an issue, right? You saying that you being anxious of the future is entitlement in itself. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Facts. So now you talking about, right? So now it's not your path. You think you're entitled to the path you made up in your head?
Right. And
who are you?
You're operating your present moment.
It's a great question, though.
You're operating your present moment from the past, but then you're also looking forward to a future, which is entitlement because there's no other moment you have.
It cut out a little bit. You could repeat that? Or was another freestyle? No punching?
No, I was saying like, you can't operate your present from the past, all the guilt, all the shit from the past, but then also look forward to a future because that's just entitlement on its own because you only have the present moment. So it's not like the future is not going to hold the answer for you. Just like the past is weighing you down, the future is not going to hold the answer for you. You only have the one moment. You can't not exist. What type of shit is that?
Facts. By avoiding pain, you're only causing more. And I think that's the biggest thing that people don't understand. It's like, yo, that on the other side of that threshold of pain is what do people say? This is basketball, right? My coach said pain is weakness leaving the body. Boom. Yo, I'm remember that for the rest of my life. And that's how I operate with anything. Anything that caused me hurt, I'm like, it's this weakness leaving the body. Because now I know when this happens, I'm Gucci. I'm prepared. I know exactly what that is. Right? And that's another reason it goes back to, you lost them? Yeah, okay. It goes back to experience is the best teacher. Because the reason why people don't go through experience is because there's pain in that. Right? There's pain. It's like, yeah, but that's why you're weak. That's why you're weak-minded. That's why you're able to fold as soon as someone hits you one time. Right?
Right.
Who's harder to fight? The person who gets knocked, you hit them down one time, they drop and they fight over the, or he just keep getting up.
Right.
You want to be the dude that keep getting up. That's what you want to do. That's what, you think you got me? That's like, I eat those, right? I eat those, what? Eat those, what? And that's how you have to attack whatever it is that you're doing. I eat those. You thought that hurt? That's light. That's light. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how you got to, that's how you got to be. And that's truly what the Mamba mentality is too. For anybody to play basketball, and the reason why I have such a, I guess, emotional attachment to Kobe, but not really Kobe. It's the mindset that he had. He was like, oh, so I shot air balls in my rookie year. Now I'm never gonna not be an all-star. That's what you got to do, bro.
Right.
Or okay, even football. Yes, resilience. Even football. I think AP, right? He had to have knee reconstruction. Then he went MVP the next season, right? When he had to have whole total knee reconstruction, he got in. That's the mentality you have to have when you go through life.
There's people here that their inner voice tells them yes all the time. It doesn't allow, your inner voice can't say no. You have to control that inner voice to always tell you, yes, I got this. No matter what. It's really the inner voice, because it's a split-second decision. You choose to go through something or not. And you have to understand that sometimes, most of the times when you go through something and you choose to face it head on, something else is coming right after it. All the time. All the time.
Skin glowing. You know what's going on. I got that vibrant attention. Stop playing with me.
That's a fact.
Stop playing with me. And yeah, and then even with the little voice. Why is your little voice telling you can't do it?
Right.
So
where's that programming coming from?
Right. And that's what we be saying. It's like, bro, it's the root. It's like, you're saying you can't, but like I said before, it's like, is it you can't or you don't know how? And if you don't know how, figure out how.
Why are you not trying to figure out? Like, you're not going to learn something by not seeking it. It doesn't just come to you in a dream. Like, that's how I think people are so delusional that they either want something so simple as like a dream or someone bringing it to them straight up. Like, people are not going to save you every time. It might work, you know? It's not saying to turn down opportunities that could benefit you, but it's just to not solely look at the opportunities that other people are going to put you in. You have to put yourself in position to win as well.
And perfect example, chat perspectives, right? Hit me up. I have not the craziest, following, whatever, but I'm like, I saw it as like, this is cool. Like, someone saw value in what we be saying. You know what I'm saying? Because the person who made the page is in across the country, not even in New York. Right. So I'm like, oh, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Ferns is like, bro, we gotta drop 100 because they didn't have to hit us up. Right? It's not, there's no entitlement. There was no entitlement. It's like, well, we not gonna do it because they don't got 10,000 followers. Bro, F that. Good looks for pulling up. Now we got we working with them a second time, maybe even third time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ground that you have to have. Is like, do we know that we provide a lot of value? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, it's like, you have to pay your dues. Right. Simply.
Yeah, and we were going through, like, even like when we're talking shit on Twitter, people aren't really engaging with it because of how true and how factual it is, that it becomes like we had to have another faith that even Charlie would say, like, the real are going to relate regardless. Facts. Like, when I first started, right, I wasn't even going to start a website. It's been a year and it's 57 countries. I would have never thought that would ever happen. I never thought people would hit me up telling me so-and-so changed my life, so-and-so did this. So it's like that resilience, that part that tells you no. Like, I know a lot of people have creative ideas or things that they want to dive into, but there's like some kind of voice or some kind of doubt or some kind of programming or someone's voice that's telling you, maybe this isn't the best idea, but like, you really owe it to yourself at the end of the day. You're never going to get anywhere operating in fear. Never.
Time out 30 seconds. And then have the audacity to tell you what you should be doing. Right. Bro, you have articles circulating. You have people in 57 countries out here waiting for the first of every month.
Right. I never thought in a million years
You feel what I'm saying? Like you got someone who's never scored 40 in their life telling you how to work on your jump shot.
Right.
You can't do it. When you do it, then now it's collab, because even if you do it, I did it first. You did it first. So it's like, first of all, if anything, you learn from me how to do it better.
Yeah.
So
Tay Rock said, "Don't talk about who beat me till you beat me." Pause.
simple. It's like, don't even have the balls to even put your creation on the internet, let alone have it circulate around the country.
Right.
What are we talking about here? What are we really talking about here? A whole bunch of nothing.
Appreciate
A whole
that.
bunch of nothing. It make no sense. You don't even have the courage because you think that the pain, right, of people, well, what if they don't think I'm good enough? Bro, that happens, and who cares?
I've had that moments too. I've had those moments too.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
you know, and then the only thing that taught me is like every time I was like maybe insecure about something, all it made me want to do is post one that was even tougher and even tougher and even harder. And I took that blueprint and I was like, I'm going to outwork myself. Like, they tell you the only person you should compare yourself to is the person that you were yesterday.
Facts. I don't know if Tanya's still here, but she had tweeted, she said, I'm not in
I
competition.
said the pause though. I said it. Adrian said pause, but I said it though.
But I don't even know what was paused. I'm locked in right now.
You ain't gonna catch me
I think,
slipping, bro.
I
Not
think
even on the
Tanya
live.
said, I think Tanya said, like, I'm not competing with myself to be better than yesterday. I already am. Fact.
Right.
Felt that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Felt that wholeheartedly, because
Because
that's
you
really
already
what you
wake up with that intention. It's already a fact. You already wake up. It's inevitable.
Yeah, nah. I'm trying to figure out what he mean by. Wait, what'd you say?
Bro, it don't
Oh, you're not
matter.
repeating my fault. I'm the imposter. That's crazy. But yeah, nah. This is a great live.
Let's jump into this bonus topic. Did we hit it yet?
Oh, facts. Oh,
I got some time for that.
yeah. Toxic positivity. And it's so funny because the last comment that was pertaining to the live is, coddle me, because that's realistically what it is.
Right.
Toxic positivity is coddling.
Right. Or
Bonus time. That's
right.
a fact.
Say
And it.
OT.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, super OT.
Yeah, it's like save me or just having it's like almost gambling, right? Trying to put something in the lottery, just hoping that something works out, even though you have no faith in it. You know it's unrealistic. You know there could be a payout, but the payout is more of your individual optimism. It really has nothing to do with facts or reality.
Yeah, he did. My bad. Because the gate came down.
Each day is another step on the proverbial staircase. Absolutely, that's beautifully said.
And that's another reason why we don't. And that's why facts. And that's why we don't say hope. I don't use hope, because hope, you're already insinuating failure.
Right.
Right.
And it's the little things like that. And I'm mean to cut you off, but it's just like,
no, you're straight.
When I communicate with people that want to get better, I was like, if you're not gonna be willing to fix the little things, you're never really gonna understand the grand scheme of things. Mike was talking about the word filter and how we use filters every day to change or manipulate our image, which really is, anytime we manipulate our image constantly is because we're running from something. But anyway, the original point was like, do you know what a filter means? Do you know what the definition of it is? So like when we understand the little things, we're able to understand the larger things on a larger scale.
Facts.
Even simple words and simple definitions, like hope.
Facts.
Like hope is insinuating failure. Why would I use that? Broke is a mentality. I'm not going to sit there and call myself broke. I'm not broken.
Facts.
I don't need to be fixed.
And same thing with try. I'm a try. You're insinuating failure.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get it done. Now the thing is, but I'll never tell somebody. Depending on how big it is, I won't give a timetable, because at the end of the day, it may not be for right now. It'll be for later. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm still going to do it. You feel me? But hope, when people say, yo, I hope everything is, just ask. Is everything okay? Yes or no? It's not, all right, what can I do to help? Right. Stop saying I hope and like trying to sprinkle in some toxic positivity parsley. Like just throwing, yo, you're going to get through this. And then, but what if somebody says, how? Now it's like, oh, well, now it goes, well, I didn't really mean it. Feel me? Someone told me this is positive to say. So,
Yeah.
Stepping outside and get. Phil said, step outside and
The
get your
sun
skin in the
filter
sun.
is the best filter.
All you need. Bro, somebody that I haven't met until this year says, yo, I'm gonna start doing that more often because it's low key an affirmation, right? You see how I did that?
Right.
It's an affirmation. You're now saying all I need is the sun, which is natural, and you're saying, like, yeah, facts. Like I'm handsome with it. I'm beautiful with it.
Right.
Facts. It's a that's what we say when me and Ferg is playing 5e chess. There is nothing that we are not doing that only serves one
Right.
purpose.
That's why
Just
even in the articles, I write it from the first person perspective. So when you hear I, it sounds like you're talking, like you're saying it yourself. So when you read it in your head, it's subconsciously like you're saying it. That's why I write it that way. Otherwise, I don't think it would have the same effect.
facts. And good looks. And he said he should do it more often. I'm like, because I know when he did it, he felt good. Why?
Yeah.
Because I felt good.
Right.
Right? I was like, okay, how do I just say, okay, because some people just say, I can just say on the comment, I'm mad handsome. I'm mad handsome. I'm mad handsome. I could just keep saying that, or I could say, I could post a video, yo, all I need is the sun. Why? Everybody got the sun. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody got the sun. So it's like, yo, you start to understand what that is. I know you're gonna feel good because what you're really saying is I love my natural self.
Right.
Because it's only the sun that's out there with you.
Right.
Gangsta. You feel what I'm saying? And now we throw away the filters because the filters is trash to begin with. Someone made a filter to make you feel bad about yourself, but you don't even know that. You think it's cute. It's not. Look, it's not. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's dangerous. That's why I'm like, yo, hashtag ban the filters. We want to ban everything else. Ban the filters. Now you have a movement. I got sent a post where the post was saying that, yo, we should stop holding these non-realistic representations of what beauty is and put it everywhere. Do you know what a bot said? I don't know. I mean, it was a real account. It said, yo, like basically like feature altering enhancements are good. That's toxic positivity. Because
Right.
I know what you're trying to say, but it doesn't lead to anywhere that's
Right.
healthy.
Right. It doesn't present any type of realistic solution or
No.
alternative to it. All it does is, although in the moment it enhances you, what it really does is it creates the gap of self and insecurity. So it's like
Said,
now I can't even see myself. You know, like
yeah.
it's like people I have like it's strange to think that I can't even see myself unless my image is being manipulated or tainted with.
And then
But it's the only thing
also
that you have to you. It's the only thing that makes you unique to you. So how
and
the
then
fuck am
also
I going to sit there and try to look like you?
or how am I possibly supposed to love you if you only feel this way about if you got this on? So it's like, so you're only gonna
Right.
accept my love
Because
when
I
you got
look
all this
this
fake
way.
shit going on?
Right.
Like, bro,
That's a good
it's like,
point.
you feel what I'm saying? Because we talk about relationships, but it's like, yo, let's talk about it. So you're only gonna accept my compliment or my love for you when something that is altering is on you?
It's strange because it kind of looks like that's how that like people are advertising themselves.
Bro, I was talking to a person where that was. I loved every part of her natural, and that's everybody. Anybody that's near me, I'm gonna love your natural you.
Right.
Thought I was capped the whole time.
But you take away from like you said, like you take away from the people that really fuck with you for you, and those are the people that you want anyway. So why are you gonna sit there and try to attract a bunch of people that you don't even fuck with? When there's people like us that'll appreciate the shit out you.
You set the bar from the jump. Exactly. And the bar high as hell. We was talking about how as black, well, the segment we was doing is black men. I said, bro, black men need to get to that level and keep it there.
Right.
And keep it there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's cap if it's not consistent. You gotta Coach Blaze said, yo, I wake up every day saying, yo, am I gonna be there for my kids? He's an educator. Am I gonna be there for my kids? Right? Yes, I am. That affirmation right there. Am I doing what I said I was going to do every day? My affirmation in my head before I wake up, I don't even say, I'm like, bro, I gotta melt somebody's brain and have them question something that they thought was good, but it really wasn't.
Right.
And if I don't do it, I gotta do it twice tomorrow.
Yeah. That's how we get on these lives too.
You feel what I'm saying? But now it's happening 3, 4, 5, 6 people at a time. So I'm like, bet, let's go to 10. What's up? It ain't gonna help. If I'm melting people's brains, if I'm help in a collaborative effort, right? If it's me and you going back on these lives, if it's me and you going back on the timeline, if it's me and someone else doing here, cooking up a concept, anything like that, if we're out here melting people's brains for the better so they can be like, wait, hold on, this is cap. Yes, it is cap. Wait, so what's the real stuff? Pull up. Varmino's like, yo, this team is lit over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what matters, bro. It don't matter that it look cool.
Right.
Because what look cool is not, it's cap.
And accountability breeds accountable communities too.
They said shout out Mrs. Fields. That's my mommy, y'all. That's crazy. Because if you come in, yeah, come on. I want to see. Look, my mom's a printer. Yo! That's crazy.
Y'all are beautiful, man, for real.
Oh, friend said we're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yo, stop scratching me, bro. Have some respect for me. Yo, my mom's a printer. Shout out mom in the back. That's a fact. Hey, yo, look. And shout out and let's talk about it. Cause she was divine feminine before she even knew what the hell that was. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that too. I'm gonna put that on Twitter too. Yeah, she didn't know nothing about no damn amethyst, none of that. And she was it. Period. I ain't gonna say much more. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna cook up something where, you know, she's more in tune with y'all because she got some gems because that's where I learned unconditional love from. You feel what I'm saying? And we talked about it because she ain't know nothing else. You feel what I'm saying? It came from mommy. It came from pain, right? Yeah. It came from pain. Yeah. I was blessed with an angel because it came from pain when she was younger. Yeah. So no, I don't have a negative. You should never have a negative connotation of what pain is. Because it can have the greatest effect on you. It's about you, right? It's about your will. Because my mommy will different. My mommy backstory different. So it's like, nah, I'm not jacking none of the excuses.
Let me see a flex real quick.
Wait, a flex? What you mean?
A flex.
Oh, my mom?
Yeah. No, you.
Oh, he went.
Anytime you say the word different, you gotta flex with it.
Different.
So
Actually different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about came from a square with one traffic light. No traffic light. She here getting buckets. With 3 sons that get buckets and his friends and his brothers that get buckets. I'm not hearing y'all excuse, period. There is none. Let's talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? My pops too. Y'all don't even know what he went through physically. You feel what I'm saying? So nah, I'm not. It's all cap. And the people who told me accountability right there. Why you think I named myself Will? It came from them. It's funny. It didn't, but it did though. Because that's why I respect them so much. I'm sitting here talking about their story. I'm like, yo, what? For them to have an easier life for me, so I gotta go get 1,000. What you mean? Because they went to go get 1,000,000.
And
I gotta go get 1,000.
It's ironic to be inspired by the mid, right?
Facts. Oh yeah, nah. All the mids getting a check. It's gonna be hilarious too. We're gonna send them bottles too. All the mid is getting checks, bro. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like they getting it because it's like, thank you for putting me through whatever, or just knowing, okay, this is what mid is. Good looks, bro, because it's never happened again. Big facts. My mom always loved me, loved yours, and your fan, bro. Real recognize real. That's a fact. Because as soon as I said Hector, she knew exactly who I was talking about. Absolutely. Known Hector since I was 10 years old, 9 years old. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's this. Damn, Mike, going dreams and nightmares right now.
Talking shit, bro. Talk that shit, bro.
Just so you know, bro.
They need to know how you are the way that you are and why you are the way that you are, bro. Like, you have a story. Like, someone created a lane for you to be able to exist and be yourself in, which people don't get that opportunity. People are marginalized from the time that they're children. They've been programmed to think small and be small. So the fact that you're able to grow up in a loved community where you can be openly yourself and be trusted, that's what's going to change the world. That's what puts you in a position to change everyone's life.
And I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it too because of pain. Because I actually think bigger than even they was thinking. And that was a little painful, a little rocky, for maybe a couple weeks. So even with that, right? You still gotta be you. Because I remember when I told my mom, man, my brother and my pops almost fought. Because he thought my dad didn't believe in me. He almost fought him. His father. You feel what I'm saying? That's how, you feel me? Like, that's how we rock. You feel what I'm saying? We only rocking with the real. Right. Like, no matter what it is. And if you tripping, mom, dad, brother, we checking you.
And that's what love is.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what love is.
when I told my parents I wasn't going back to school, I had already had I'll sleep in my car because I had to figure out. I was like, whatever it is I'm on right now, this is more important than y'all being happy right now, because y'all gonna be all right later. And what ended up happening, they slept on it and realized, oh, he was doing exactly what we told him to do. I was like, I was listening, but
Right.
I just couldn't do. I had to do
You
it
did it
how
your
I had to do it.
yes, you did it your way. You made it unique to you, and it's like you weren't.
We respected it. Actually, what
Yeah.
Marcus did made us.
Yeah.
Wait, he was heated.
Yeah, I know. He called me on the. When he was on the walk, he called me.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm gonna handle everything. I'm about to drive down to the crib today. You know what I'm saying?
Parents also
Right.
should listen. Just listen.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, you know, my mom, you know, she's gonna end up being a doula or midwife. And I'm like, hello, everybody here. It's like if I'm sitting here telling y'all this, I'm like, bro, it just makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, and I told you, first person, oh, mommy, what's the quick start? Was it quick
Start,
fact finder, implementer?
Quick start, fact finder, implementer, and
Follow through.
yes, follow through. Absolutely.
Those are the four, right?
Yes.
And you can, and its levels, you can be multiple of them at a
You
time.
can be several of them. There's one in the front, and you can just
Say
do
that.
the rest. It's what your strongest suit is,
Facts.
but it doesn't mean you can't do the others. It's
Facts.
just what you're going to do first.
That's what I was explaining. I was explaining to you and Dr. Pastis and how, because we were talking about entitlement to trust. And the reason why you have his trust is because he understands how you and two work together.
Correct.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is correct.
Yeah. So, and my mom, big Capricorn, you know what's going on. Big Capricorn.
Mike, let me
shout
let me ask you a question though, Mike.
What's up?
What would your advice be to someone that may not have that relationship with their parents?
See, with these types of questions is bad because once I focus on something, I don't think about anything other than that. So I wouldn't know any alternatives other
That's
than
fair.
I'm just gonna do it with or without.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that's just how I am. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I told you, like my parents wasn't valuing me dropping out, but I was gonna live in my car.
Right.
You feel me? So I wasn't gonna try to politic with them. It was like, all right, y'all not hearing it, cool. I'm gonna live in my car. You can't say nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so basically, just like it doesn't matter what, you're never supposed to live for someone else's approval. You're
ever.
It doesn't matter because they're disguised as people that love you, and there might be people around you that you really love and care about dearly. But if they're not looking out for your best interest and your liberation, then at the end of the day, you can't live for them. You can't revolve your life around them. It doesn't matter. You might have to just do a loop and come meet them back when you do it. You might not always have the full support, but at the end of the day, the only thing that you really have is yourself. So you owe it to yourself. No one owes it to you. You owe it to yourself, though.
And for real, because you know me, I'm big Scorpio. I'm transmuting everything. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh, no support. Say that. That's gonna put a super battery in my back. Now I'm gonna do whatever I was supposed to do faster. You feel what I'm saying? So so it's like that's just how I operate. Like I said last time, like I feed off of pain because I know what pain does for me personally.
Right.
So I never avoid it. I don't necessarily like go into things like, you know, just like, oh, this is pain. Let me go run in the street and get hit by a bus. Like not like that, but it's like I can live so freely because I know that the pain not gonna fold me. Hold on. Mike Ferns, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, making me realize that my whole IG feed
Shout
and
out
the
my boy
mass of people I've
Toe,
equated
man. Shout out my boy Toe.
top. Hell yeah.
Shout out my boy Toe, man, for real. It's my brother.
Yeah. That's a fact. But yeah, it's fuel. And it's like but you only view pain as fuel when you stop taking things so personally.
And stop letting your emotions rule you and control you.
Pain don't fold us. Facts.
Right.
The Capricorns was going crazy, so I gotta for the Scorpios. Feel me? And
sometimes
I'm being honest with y'all.
You gotta put the
facts.
emotions aside and then just look at the facts and then just keep walking straight ahead. It's the only way.
The reason why you feel so comfortable expressing your authentic self to me on this live is because we're doing it, right? This is now influence or encouragement or whatever you want to call it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that's why you feel that way. You're being honest with us because we being honest with you, and this is what your third or fourth live with us.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you know the vibes. It's consistent and it's never gonna stop.
Like we said, is like I originally used the term safe zone, but Mike used an accountability zone.
Yeah, that's what. If you don't feel pain, you just hurting yourself. If you don't feel pain, you're probably not even living.
Right.
That's another thing too. You're modeling, and it's inspiring. And it's so
If
funny because
if you're not
go
living
ahead.
if you're not living in pain, then you're living numb.
Facts. And it says you're modeling and being inspired. And I'm like, bro, I didn't even know people because I'm not, you feel me? I don't have the entitlement. So I don't never think people watching me. All I know for a fact is that my little brother at the time was watching me.
Right.
So when people telling me that I was inspired, I was like, okay, bet. So I got more accountability came, right? With more, if you want to inspire more people, it requires more accountability, right? If you want to do it the right way. Now, if you want to inspire people to do stupid and be self-destructive, that's why these rappers do it. Then they don't care. Then yeah, do it that way. I'm not like that. I think that's cap.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit here and also embodying it. So as far as me, me and Ferns writing the articles, writing the tweets, having these lives, then it makes us cap if we can't embody it. That makes us cap. Then that's who we're talking about on the lives. You feel what I'm saying? So and that's really what it is. It's really just really just being accountable for yourself, right? Because when you set that high level of accountability for yourself, people who don't know how to be accountable, they're not even going to want to be around you. They're just going to be disturbed all the time. Facts. We in that mode.
Passion is intimidating. Intensity is intimidating.
But don't even worry about it. Keep doing what y'all doing. That's a fact. And it's funny too because I don't know if Ferns you could I don't know you could share, but I definitely got caught up in the are they receiving it correctly? And then I realized like bro, it don't even matter. Because who's supposed to be receiving it? And Charlie, I'm talking about I'm in the crib and Charlie's talking to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's talking to me like, bro, like you keep getting, this is your loop. He'll tell me this is your loop. This is your loop. You gotta get over this loop. I said, say less, say less, say less. I'm gonna do it. And that's him making me feel safe and hit in the accountability zone.
Right. And that doesn't come from coddling either. That comes from
hell no.
Yeah, that just straight up like
This dude would be like, bro, you about to troll yourself. I'm like, nah, I can't troll myself, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
I've definitely had those moments, but to be honest with you, like the people that really like kept me going and made me believe is everyone that's in this live right now. So shout out to you.
Oh, that's a big fact. Bro, we had 20 people for an hour and a half. That's beautiful. And with engagement, you feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all first team all IG live. That's a fact, right? That's a fact. That's a fact. Because it's entertaining and people get but seriously, you guys and everyone else in here is spreading the light, that very rare in the dark culture we have today.
And we're spreading darkness too. We're
bro.
Because you can't have one without the other. There's no way.
That's a fact, right? And that's another thing. People get caught up in the light. I'm like, bro, the light could be blinding and you ain't seeing nothing.
We only know what light is because of darkness.
Hell yeah. Look, big Scorpio. Everything I'm doing right now came from the darkness. What you mean? I ain't know what light was until after. And I was I had put up a tweet about taboo. See, the thing about Scorpios, we love taboo. The reason why I'm so good at conveying these uncomfortable things is because I dwell there. Like, I'd rather be in the things that make people uncomfortable, right? Because I understand more than anybody that's like, there's some good shit down here or over here. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you're a Scorpio? Oh, so you already know the vibes. I'm probably hitting your soul right now. Good. Big Scorpio in the chat. You know what's going on, man. Beautiful people. Scorpio, beautiful people, right? A little misunderstood, but, that's because we got to understand ourselves better. What a beautiful balance, of course.
Yeah, my phone about to die, bro.
Okay,
so
yeah,
if I check out earlier, I'm sorry. I love everybody. My bad.
I mean, unless you got. I mean, we kind of went a little bit. Yeah. We kind of went into the topics for the next live. But wait, Julio, you a Scorpio too? You see how Scorpio just came out the woodwork?
The topics are endless, though.
Yeah, facts, big facts. That's a big fact. But yeah, I appreciate everybody in this live. We're so glad that y'all like whatever y'all got out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, beautiful thing.
Also,
beautiful thing, 'cause
link in bio, too, for anyone that is interested in reading. I know not a lot of people read anymore, but there's a short article in there that I think that it kind of sums up a lot of what we talk about pretty clearly.
All of them.
And I think...
what's up, Sosa? I forgot you was in here.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man, for real.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, Scorpio gang, yeah, I gotta show some love. The Capricorns came in here and went crazy. So for me, you see how old Scorpios just popped out the woodwork, right? That's how we move. Scorpio and Venus. Okay.
Yeah, gas, man.
You said we gas?
Yeah,
this
gas.
Was active. Of course. You said we gas. Bro, come on, bro. You got a Scorpio moon. You know what the vibes
I don't
are.
got no, bro. Aquarius moon.
That's cap. You keep changing every time I ask you.
I don't.
Send the
Aquarius.
co-star facts.
I'm gonna send you the reason facts. Even better. Fuck
The
co-star.
what facts?
The
Here we go.
the pattern all
Here
day.
we
You
go.
heard? We don't
You said
use
the pattern. The
co-star.
pattern will give you your chart. I got that too.
You're right.
I'm in a what is it? Powerful healing and achieving abundance. I'm in that cycle for the next year and a half. Mike about to kick the Leos out. Nah, I'm Gucci with Leos. You're a Leo. I'm valid. I just don't like undeveloped Leos. Undeveloped except for Taurus. This is a Taurus stand account, but except for Taurus, all the other fixed signs undeveloped is some shit.
I don't got no Aries in here though, bro. Y'all making me look bad. Y'all making me look bad. Damn, bro.
Ain't no Aries in it. Ain't no Aries in it.
Damn,
No, I ain't
dog.
gonna kick out no Leos. I love Leos. I seen some Leo. Oh, come on, man. Don't do that. You seen some Leo slander? I mean, you feel me? I slander Geminis too. Shit.
Yeah, Gemini
'Cause them
slander is
dudes-
the only slander that we'll tolerate completely. This is a safe zone for Gemini slander. I'm just playing. I know we got 2 of them in here right now. So shout out
We
to y'all.
got 2.
Yeah. Shout out
Aries
to y'all.
rising. Yo, let me tell you, Adra's cap. Adra's cap because she tried to say the rising is not valid. She said, I don't need that. I'm like, but you act like an Aries. Look. Look what she said. She put the upside down face. He said, whoa. What's whoa? What I said?
I think they're
What,
getting
Gemini?
I think they're getting a delay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sky's a Gemini?
Yeah.
Gemini moon. Oh, yeah. We know about that. We know about that.
We love y'all, man, for real.
Big Taurus. You know what's going on. Big Taurus. I don't got to say much. This is a Taurus stand account. But yeah,
Yeah, facts.
if y'all got any more, oh, that's crazy. Damn, my laptop just died. It's all right.
I felt that though.
Chemistry more like it. JK.
Gemini.
I'm a Gemini. Hey man, I love me some Geminis, man. It's just in doses.
Yo, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Thank you everybody that pulled up and listened to us pod. You know,
That's a fact.
we love it to be a little bit more interactive, but you know, every Wednesday, you know what it is, and every first of the month, you know what it is too. You could always count on us.
Link in his bio. Read all of them. You feel what I'm saying? They are very intentional.
It would mean a lot to me if you would, but you would
Read
also
all of
benefit
them.
as well.
Definitely share. You feel what I'm saying? You know what's going on. But yeah, I think I'm about to pull up on gang. Gang, are we playing Among Us? What's the vibes? Can we play Among Us? What's the vibes? I said after the live, I'm valid. Yeah. But yeah, love all y'all in here. Thank y'all for pulling up every single time after party at Club KND. Facts. But
Now
yeah,
we
love you
appreciate y'all
guys.
too, man. Thank you so much.
Facts. Every Wednesday. Love y'all.